Hi, I'm Aaron Collins, founder and president of OpenAeros. In this video, we're going to cover all the details you need to get your OpenCPC up and running. Now, the most important thing is you're going to need an OpenCPC, but also the included power supply, wall plug for your country, included USB cable, and some 2-propanol or isopropyl. Now, you'll need to source this yourself, and we recommend greater than 99.5% purity, sometimes called reagent grade. You're going to need at least 70 milliliters, but always good to have extra. So, to get started, you're going to first need to unpack your OpenCPC. Remove it from the plastic bag, and you're going to keep this for any return shipment for calibration. We'll also need to remove the protective shipping covers that are included in the orange plastic. To do that, you'll need to clip off the front shipping cover. Again, hang on to it because you'll need these for calibration return shipment. And the inlet. Next, we're going to need to add some isopropyl alcohol. To do that, we'll need to remove the transport and shipping cover. Loosen the thumb screw on the top, and also loosen the thumb screw on the bottom. The shipping and transport cover will slide off. Then, remove the fill bottle by rotating counterclockwise, taking care to guide it out along the wick. We'll need to add 70 milliliters of 2-propanol to the bottle. Now, there is an indicated max fill line, and you'll just need to fill until you get there. With the bottle full, simply tip the CPC on its side, guide the opening of the bottle through the wick, and tighten to hand tight. This will also usually be indicated by the label pointing up. We always recommend reinstalling the transport and shipping cover just to be extra safe. Just reverse the installation to get it on there. Tighten the top thumb screw and the bottom thumb screw. All right, now we're ready for power on. Power on is simple. Ensure the power supply is plugged into the wall power, then plug the barrel plug into the indicated power entry. Then flip the switch up and the system will power on. It'll sing you a nice little song as it powers up. Notice that the display indicates that it's in starting mode. You'll hear the fans power on as the saturator and condenser temperatures are automatically set. After about 30 seconds, the pump will turn on too. The device may begin counting immediately, or if brand new and dried out, could take up to 30 minutes to stabilize. So we do recommend waiting on your first initial power up for about 30 minutes before taking any measurements. The system will automatically transition from starting mode to ready mode as indicated on the display. Once that's occurred, we're good to move to the next step of collecting our data. Now that we're in ready mode, we can begin logging data. Probably the easiest way is to use the internal logging. To do that, you'll first need to configure your time averaging window. To do that, you can simply press the button in the bottom left to adjust it to different time settings. In this case, we'll adjust it to 1 second time averaging. You'll also want to configure the frequency that records the data. In this case, we can configure this by hitting the settings button, data, and then slide up to the desired frequency. In this case, we'll select once per second. Once it's configured, exit back to the main page. Then, press the save icon in the upper right corner. It'll transition to a red square with a blinking outer radius. This is indicating that data is logging. The data file will be amended with the time and date that the file was started. To stop data recording, just press the stop button. It's now automatically saved internally on the CSV storage. Now that we've logged some data, let's go ahead and get it off the device. To do that, you'll need a laptop and the provided USB cable. Take the USB-C end of the cable and plug it into the marked COM port. The USB-A end will plug into a laptop. Then, go to Settings panel, Data, and switch to transfer mode. This will make the OpenCPC show up as a thumb drive in approximately 1 to 3 seconds. Once the data is shown up, you'll be able to review and look at data, edit it, move files around just like any other thumb drive, or delete it if you need be. When you're all done, it's best practices to use the OS feature to eject the thumb drive. You'll also want to turn it off on the OpenCPC as well by hitting the switch to logging mode button. Now the system is disconnected. The USB connection on the OpenCPC can also be used to collect data as if it was a serial terminal. To do that, you're going to need a laptop and provided USB cable. Plug the USB-C end into the labeled COM port and the other end into a laptop. The system will then show up as a COM port in most common OSs. You'll need to use a program like RealTerm, TerraTerm, HyperTerminal. You can even be a little wild and do it in a Python program. You'll need to use the command set that's included in the printed Quickstart guide or use OpenCPC user manual. To disconnect it, you can simply unplug the USB cable and the system is no longer communicating over that terminal. Powering down the OpenCPC is just as easy as powering it up. Use the switch located on the left side to turn the device off. Then unplug the power cable from the device. For hand transport around your lab, you can leave the device with IPA with no concerns about flooding. We do recommend, however, that you ensure that the shipping and transport bracket is attached. This prevents accidental damage to the bottle. Now, please note, you cannot invert the device when isopropyl present in the device. If you need to ship the device, go ahead and check out the link below to a video about the shipping and transport. Now, if you want to learn more about the OpenCPC, you can check us out at OpenAeros.com. We also just added a forum in which you can add information, ask questions, and we'll do our best to answer them in a public way so other people can learn. We hope the OpenCPC is helping you do some amazing measurements, and catch you on the next video.